Hey Sagittarius, it's Faith. Okay. This is gonna be you guys' reading in regards to how do they feel about you. Okay, bringing up the damn rear where the Sagittarius is, because you normally always do you guys like kind of in the middle or kind of close to the top. So I'm an equal opportunist here, so everybody got to go last sometimes. Okay, so let's see how the hell does this person feel about you. Disclaimer. Okay. If you feel like you're too good, too damn goody two shoes to be here, please let me save you the trouble before your ears bleed to death with the truth and you can go do something else. Maybe you should go clean up, take a hike, take a walk, eat something, but you don't need to be here if you have your shit in order. Okay? So let's see. Take it with a grain of salt. If the shoe don't fucking fit, don't buy it. It's that simple. Or don't wear it. Some of y'all be trying to squeeze y'all damn dogs in the shoe, and you know it don't fit. So it's the same thing with this reading. If it don't fit, don't try to squeeze your foot into it. It don't fit, okay? But let's see, Sagittarius is how their partner feel about them. Oh, that was my fault. Sorry. I'll put that on the floor before it irritates us all. Sagittarius, how their partner feel about them. Sagittarius is how their partners 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 feel about them. Okay, these two cards want to come out. What are they? The Justice, and we have the Six of Wands. So the Justice card can represent unfinished business. So some of you Sagittarius, this person can feel like that, you know what? I still got some shit to say. I still got some stuff to get off my chest. Okay, but also the Justice card, I don't know if somebody works in the legal field, could be police officer, could be military, could be anything dealing with the government. But I was actually just explaining this to somebody in my reading about, if you look at the Justice card, in this deck, you have one person, she's the queen, and then you have a homeless person. They're all kneeling in front of the Justice. So I feel like at the end of the day, this represents no matter how much money you have, no matter how good you think you are, how better you are, or how better you think you are than the next person, at the end of the day, everybody got to answer to somebody, and you ain't above the damn law. Because some of you Sagittarius, this person can feel like that you think you're above the law, you feel like the rules don't apply to you sometimes, and that's not true, okay? Because, again, like I said, look at her. She's in royalty, but guess what? She got to bend down and probably ask for forgiveness like this person does too, okay? So, yeah, unfinished business. But also this can represent some of you Sagittarius, this person feels, or whatever the situation is, this is a karmic relationship. And the karma here could represent, you got to let go of that damn pride. You're not too big. You're you're not too rich. You're not too this. You're not too that to admit your wrongs, take accountability, take responsibility for the shit that you have done. It shouldn't take people 6-7 times to go around and around and around in a circle to get you to realize that, you know what you said or what you did wasn't wrong. I'm not judging you for doing that because everybody makes mistakes. But again, you're not above the damn law to give me an apology. Because again, this card is about ego, pride. Some of you Sagittarius could possibly be really successful and that shit goes to your damn dome cap. Okay? Or I don't know, this person could possibly be more successful than you, but maybe they're more humble than you. Maybe you should take a page out of their book. Be a humble king or queen, okay? Because look, she got to humble herself now because now she needs somebody help, or now she got to ask for something, or now it's Judgment Day. Because in a sense, I feel like that the Justice card, in a sense, can almost tie back to the Judgment, because both of them are karmic cards, karmic relationship cards. The Justice card is a lot bit easier on the karmic side sometimes, whereas the Judgment is kind of just like, this shit is your karma. You're going to have to sit through this. You're going to watch this damn movie with the ads, okay? Let's see. Sagittarius is how they're. Whoa, hold on. But that's not right. There's something to turn. Oh, it'll come back around. Sagittarius is how their partners feel about them. Sagittarius is how their partner. Some of you Sagittarius can actually be dealing with an Aries. For some reason, I'm picking up an Aries. Okay, or they have Aries in their chart. Could be moon or rising. Sagittarius, how their partners feel about them. Sagittarius, how their partners feel about them. Sagittarius, how's their partners feel about them? All right, let's see what we got. Okay, at the bottom, we have the Two of Wands. Didn't I say Aries? Zinga. Okay, this does represent the sign of Aries. Like I said, could be other fire sign, could be Leo, or maybe another Sagittarius. Okay, whatever. The Two of Wands represents logical decision. So this person does feel like you're very logical. So I feel like in a sense, if this person is at a point where they have to make a decision, they're having a hard time making a decision, they could come to you because you're going to bring the logical side of things, which is good. Okay. Also, the Two of Wands can even possibly represent maybe living in a new place. New city, new state. I don't know why I get far apart. So this could even possibly represent there may be distance between you and this person. Okay, you guys could be living in two separate places. You may not be living under the same roof. Okay, but yeah, this knowing represents. So it's almost just like for some of you Sagittarius, it seems like this person is coming to the conclusion that they're going to make a decision about you soon. And I get within the next 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months. I don't feel like it's going to be anything past that. Okay, so if somebody is still joking around, jerking around by past 2 months from now, just let that shit go and know they ain't serious with you. So don't even waste your breath, okay? Because it don't take you that goddamn long to make a decision. It really don't. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Okay, so some of you Sagittarius could be married. Or this person wants a family with you. We have the Two of Swords, the Eight of Wands. Oh, didn't I say something about unfinished business? See, High Priestess. The Strength card. That's good. Seven of Cups. There's Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo, Pisces. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Okay, told me to pull 2 more. Yep, that's probably why I told me to pull 2 more. All right, let's go. Oh, yeah, I am going to clarify if I need to, but I also am going to pull a few cards from my Animal Spirit Guidebook, which I thoroughly enjoy because that book will read you to filth. Okay, so, but anyway, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, can represent the wife. It can represent the mother, or this can literally just represent, of course, somebody who has kids. Could be male or female. Doesn't have to be gender specific. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, she has her own money. So you Sagittarius, this person does feel like that. You know what? You are independent. Some of you Sagittarius, this person could possibly feel like you came from a good background. Whenever it comes to maybe you came from a nurturing mother. Okay, strict father, which that makes sense. There's a balance there. Okay, but if not, this person can see that foundation with you guys, where they're like the calm, nurturing, gentle one, or you are, and then the other person is a disciplinarian. But that's the good, hard, and soft. You don't need everybody to be just discipline. Then your kids gonna hate you and be like, I hate going home, you know. But yeah. Queen of Pentacles also can represent the energy of like the best is yet to come, because we have the Ten of Cups represents like the happily ever after card. It does feature a couple, and in this particular card, there's the couple. It actually looks like she might be pregnant, but they have 2 kids. They have a cat, and then there's somebody's mother or father sitting there. So it's just like I said, happily ever after. You get the family that you want, and I feel like that's what this is. This person sees that I can have the family that I've always wanted with you. Okay, and then we have the King of Swords. But the issue is this person feels like sometimes they don't know if you're telling the truth or not. Okay, because the King of Swords can be cold. He can be a little bit obnoxious too. So some of you Sagittarius, this person could possibly feel like that you could be a little bit obnoxious at times. Okay, and also the King of Swords can be kind of mean or brutally honest, and it could be directed towards like your family or particularly your siblings. Some of you Sagittarius ain't super nice to your damn siblings. Or you possibly have maybe just kind of like X your siblings out of the picture because maybe they ain't been nice to you. And I can get that, okay? But the King of Swords, he stands firm on what he believes in. You know? So that's why I said here when I was talking about the Justice card with the Six of Wands before, it's like it shouldn't take 50 million times to get you to accept responsibility or just accountability and be like, you know what? I am being this way. I am saying it this way. Okay? But yeah, the King of Swords can be air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The King of Swords, again, like I said, can sometimes Sometimes I feel like the King of Swords can only be a liar if he feels like him lying is protecting the other person's feelings, but that's a fucked up way to look at it. Why do that? Why go into a relationship like that? Why be in a relationship like that? If you can't be honest with me straight out the gate, I don't want to be bothered. Okay? Anyway, the King of Swords also is somebody who gives good advice. So some of you said, that's why I said here, this person's like, if I can't make a decision, I know where I can go to get assistance on making this decision, which is good. Okay. This person does trust in, even if it's opinion, this person definitely does take it into consideration. Some of you Sagittarius may even feel like that, this person doesn't listen to your advice when you give it, but that's really not true. Just because they don't immediately take your damn advice straight off the bat doesn't mean that they're completely ignoring it, Let me clarify this King of Swords. Because, again, this is brutal honesty. Because he normally does tell the truth, but we have the Two of Swords. So that's why I say I feel like this person does feel like sometimes you cover up or you don't say the truth because you're trying to spare their feelings. You don't need to do that, okay? Or it literally could be, there's nothing wrong with telling the truth, but if you're going to come at it like a bitch or an asshole, you can keep the shit to yourself. Because there's a certain way that you can and cannot talk to people. And you just can't talk to people. No, you cannot do that. It's all about how you say it. And I already know some people are like, I don't give a fuck about how I'm delivering it. Well, that could probably be why your ass is single now. Because come on, there's got to be some type of level. There's got to be some level of, self-reflection and be like, oh my God, maybe people keep dealing with me from a distance or whatever the situation is, because maybe the way I'm telling the truth is just not welcoming. Because like I said, you can tell the truth. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody tells you to stop telling the truth. But some of y'all just think you can say whatever the fuck you want to say and people are supposed to be okay with it. Absolutely not. That's just not how it goes. Okay? Clarify the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords. Okay, where is it? Five of Cups. Yep. So this could possibly be the past. So, seems like things used to be really good in the past. But either way, the Five of Cups does represent the sign of Scorpio. So that's why I said some of you Sagittarius could be dealing with the Scorpio, or you are a Scorpio. Okay, the Five of Cups also does represent crying over spilled milk. Sometimes I see the Five of Cups as like playing the victim. Woe is me, it's not fair. And I feel like this person feels like this is you whenever this person tells you that, I really didn't like the way that you said that to me. And then here you go. Now here you go putting like, oh my God, I'm always the bad guy. Like, first of all, pause. Nobody said that. Second of all, I'm bringing something to your attention that makes me feel uncomfortable. So where the fuck did this situation turn into you playing the victim, like I'm blaming you or something? No, nobody said anything like that. I'm just saying I don't appreciate the way you lay this out to me. You could do it a little bit better. See, criticism. And some of you Sagittarius person can feel like you don't know how to take criticism if you're the one being criticized. But when you're criticizing the other person, it's like, well, what did I say that was wrong? You should be like, I'm not understanding where you're coming from. Okay? But yes, the Five of Cups also can represent cry over spilled milk. So this can even possibly represent cry over somebody who maybe hurt you in the past, maybe somebody who you used to be with, okay? Or whatever the situation was. For some reason, I'm getting the energy time wasted. So I don't know if some of you Sagittariuses may have felt like you wasted your time on an air sign person in the past, and now it has been the basis of the relationships that you've been having in the future. I don't know if that's you. Some of you guys, it could be. But really, I just feel like this is like the criticism card. You can't, you can dish it, but you can't take it, But yeah, I like this energy. Five of Cups. Well, I mean, I like this. I would say I like the Five of Cups energy because this is literally a learning point. This is a learning card. This card is saying that, you know what? You're not always fucking right. And even though you give good advice, which I highly appreciate it, you still got shit to change like everybody else. Again, that's what I said with the Justice card. You're not above the law as much as you would like to be. What fantasy world are you living in? Moving on. Yeah, air sign. Maybe this air sign person is your father. Okay? Maybe this could have been maybe your father in the past, because like I said, you have one parent who's kind of like the softy, and then you have the other parent who is the disciplinarian. Or even if you didn't know your father, this could have been a blatant disregard for your life from your father, kind of just saying like, I don't want to be bothered with you. Because I can see that. I think I'm not making excuses for anybody's parents on why you're absent, because there's not an excuse in this world you can give me that makes it okay for you not to be there for your kids. I don't give a damn what the fuck is going on. Baby mama problems, who gives a fuck? Everybody got baby mama problems. Doesn't matter. Baby daddy problems, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what problems you got. Okay? There's no excuse why you should not be in your child's life. Okay? I mean, unless under certain circumstances, okay? I mean, even people in prison make a point to be a part of their kid's life in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay? But like I said, this could have possibly been your father. You know, because the King of Swords, with him being a king, a lot of times people may be seeking his approval. Maybe that's what it was too. This person could possibly feel like maybe you desperately needed a father in your life, and that could be why you are the way you are in relationships. Or this literally could just represent a situation where you became cold because that's how your father was to you. And now you're a cold bitch or an ass. Next. We have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords can represent a choice. I feel like in a sense, the Two of Swords can represent being like blinded by the truth. Okay? Sometimes you don't want to see the truth because the truth is just too hard to accept. Because think about it, you can be in a relationship or a situation for years not wanting to see the truth. And then the time comes where the truth is staring you right in front of your face and you still don't want to pay attention to it. Because you accepting the truth can be too uncomfortable. Because now I'm having to make myself uncomfortable because now this is the truth that I just don't really want to pay attention to. Okay. I don't know. Okay, the exact see the error of your ways, which is what I was already talking about. Okay, if the video is skipping, it's because my internet is being ridiculous these days. Okay, but anyway, all these damn devices that everybody has hooked up in my house, I'm not really sure what the hell's going on, but it's not that deep. Okay, but yes, the Two of Swords, like I said, can represent the sign of Libra. So some of you Sagittarius could possibly be dealing with the Libra. I already gave all the signs here. I said Aries, Leo, another Sagittarius, like I said. But if you look at this Two of Swords here, there's a crescent moon in the background. Okay, so in a sense, this can even possibly represent maybe her intuition. So this person could feel like that you ignore your intuition a lot of times because, you know, she's dressed in white. I feel like white represents purity. Maybe this could possibly even be angels. So this could even possibly represent some of you Sagittarius. This person feels like that you literally blatantly disregard messages from God, the universe, angels, whatever it is, because it doesn't tie into what you want. But the messages coming through are what you need, but you don't want to pay attention to that because your throne where you have popped a squat on your ass, that's what you want. That's what you want. It's like you want these people maybe arguing over you, fighting over you, being in disagreement over you. Okay? That's what you want. But what you need is to listen to your intuition and listen to that inner clarity. Okay? Clarify the Two of Swords. Clarify the Two of Swords. Okay? We have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card does represent Sagittarius, okay? The Judgment card can represent coming back, asking for a second chance. The Judgment card also is that energy where it's like this person could feel like that you can be judgmental. Again, it goes back to me saying you can dish the shit, but you can't take it. Because as soon as somebody come after Sagittarius, now all of a sudden you want to be the Five of Cups. I am the victim. I am the victim. Lord Jesus, I am the victim. No, you're not. Okay? But also, didn't I tell you karma cards, justice, and the judgment right here? Another karma card. So there is a strong sense of karma tied into this situation with this person. Does it mean that it's terrible? No. Life is what you make it. Okay, I feel like, me personally, I feel like anything can be fixed if both parties are willing to put in the same amount of effort to fix it. If only one person wants to put in all the effort, you might as well stop trying because you're shit up a creek without a paddle, and you can't paddle with no paddle. Okay? Unless you're going to, you know, be like Fred Flintstone and bedrock it and be on the outside of the boat, you know, pitter-patting your feet. No, that's not going to work because you're going to get tired. I mean, you get tired paddling, but you get tired a lot faster pedaling with your feet. Okay? But yes, the Judgment card also, like I said, represents asking for a second chance. Okay? So this person, I feel like that they want this situation, relationship to be fixed. Because in the past, it could have been golden. And now we're getting to a point where it's not necessarily bad, but I feel like somebody is reevaluating where this relationship is at right now. Okay? But also, it was right there. It'll come back to me in a second. I hope so. I hope so. For some reason, I'm also getting passion. Sometimes this person feels like they don't know what you care about. Do you care more about what you got going on, or do you care more about what y'all have going on as a collective? So maybe you come off as being selfish. So it's weird because some of you Sagittarius, this person feels like, you know what? I know what you're passionate about. And you could give me this bullshit ass excuse about, oh, it's just this. I'm not trying to hear that because I've seen you be passionate and everything else. So what's wrong with you being passionate in our relationship? Hence why somebody's kind of just like reevaluating the relationship at this point. You know, what's it to you? But yeah, it'll come to me. It will come to me. Oh yeah, there it goes. There it goes. The Judgment card can also be that energy where it's almost just like you get to the end where you're just like, you know what, this relationship is over, and then all of a sudden something happens to revive it. And I feel like likely that happens because the karmic debt is not settled. Karmic debt doesn't always mean you guys won't end up together. Some people's karmic debt is to maybe get married to somebody and carry out life with them because you're both meant to teach each other lessons. And a lot of times we don't be wanting to hear that because we always want to take the easy way out because the easy way seems less stressful. But the spiritual path is the difficult path. Because the spiritual path teaches you so much about life. That's what makes you a humble king or queen. That spiritual path. That shit'll kick your ass in the dough. Okay, but anyway, moving on. We have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands represents fast-moving messages. The Eight of Wands can represent communication, passion, sex. I almost get this energy here where somebody could even possibly be questioning you guys' sexual relationship at this point. Or this person could feel like that somebody may use sex as an answer. Just saying. Even if that's not the case, that's how this person is perceiving you. So everybody is entitled to their own perception. So you can bitch about it all you want to. That's not going to change what this person's perception is right now. Okay? High Priestess. This is an intuitive card. The High Priestess can represent, some of you Sagittarius without doubt, you believe in a higher power. Some of you Sagittarius could possibly be into spirituality. The spiritual world is not a bad thing. High Priestess does represent keeping secrets. So this person does feel like that you're keeping something to yourself that you really just want to let out. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. Clarify the High Priestess. Knight of Swords. The secret is you want to run away. That's the secret. You want to run away. You want to dissipate into thin air when it comes to dealing with this person. But you don't want to feel guilty about running away, or you don't want to feel guilty about taking your space or separating. Okay? Because this person feels like you run away from the truth, which is what I already said. Condition, but you can't take it. Okay? The Knight of Swords is a quick moving knight. A lot of times he doesn't think about the consequences, and I feel like that goes hand in hand with the way you talk, the way you speak your truth. All right? Excuse me, Lord. We have the Strength card. The Strength card represents the sign of Leo. Okay, the Strength card. So like I said, some of you Sagittarius could be dealing with the Leo. The Strength card represents forgiveness. It represents inner power. This person feels like you don't know who you are. Who are you, Sagittarius? Who are you deep down inside? Not who are you to the outside world. Who are you within? Because maybe some of you Sagittarius feel like, if I am really who I am on the inside, nobody will accept it because I built this persona of this outside shell. Because some of you Sagittarius are living in a fucking shell. I can see it right on your face, or they can see it on your face. Like, that's not who you really are. Because something deep within you is saying that you're crying to be let out. Hence why I feel like you want to run away. But it's crazy because some of you Sagittariuses are not, I don't think you're paying attention to the fact that maybe this person does accept you for who you are. You know, but sometimes you be with somebody for so long, you get tired of them. You get fed the fuck up. Like, I'm sick of your shit. And it's easy to cop out. It's always easy to cop out. I mean, come on. I already said that, you know. But the Strength card, inner healing. Again, she's in white. Purity, soul, your pure soul. Deep within you, there is somebody who has a heart of gold. Why are you not sharing that? That's what I said. I feel like this person sees deep. This person sees deep down within your soul. And you're trying to wear a mask to be a certain type of way with the outside world because you think that's who they will accept you for. No, it don't have to be that way. It don't have to be that way. I can relate to this in a little bit because before I even started tarot, I was like this. I was shut down. I was in a shell. I was wearing a shell because I'm afraid to be myself because I don't want people to shut me down because I'm not being myself. Now I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be me. This is really who I am on and off camera. Could you believe it? Because some people ain't that way when they on and off camera. I am. This is what you get. Sometimes you have to come to that. It's hard to come to that. That's about, like I said, that's about figuring out who you are. Okay. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, Scorpio. It also represents confusion. Sometimes this can represent spending a lot of time on the phone. So this person can feel like you are glued to that damn phone so much. And it would be nice if you would disconnect. Okay. The 7 of Cups also represents options. This is another card of temptation. So some of you Sagittarius, this person feels like that you could be easily tempted into falling into a trap and like cheating or being with somebody else. Because again, sometimes we think the grass is greener on the other side. And then when the grass isn't green on the other side and we try to return, sometimes that door has already closed. Because, and, you may feel like, it may come down to one of those things where you kind of just like, sometimes when you get with somebody, you're with somebody for so long and you take a step away, sometimes it can be one of those things where you're just like, you know what? I know you're going to take me back. I know you're going to take it back. I can screw up. I can fuck up. And then when somebody finally gets fed up of your shit and they decide not to take you back, then what do you do? What do you do? So don't be tempted. Every cup doesn't mean that it has something in there for you. This is why this is the 7 deadly sins. You're succumbing to temptation. Maybe the temptation could be the outside world, social media. Okay? Social media does not define who you are. And you don't have to put everything on social media. And if you're a Sagittarius who don't put everything on social media, good for you. Perfect. Okay? But maybe in the future, you need to take a step back and stop putting everything on social media. Because once you put shit on social media whenever it comes to your relationship, that gives everybody a free pass to say whatever the hell they want to about your relationship, and you can't get mad about it because you set yourself up for failure. We have the Hangman. The Hangman represents feeling stuck. I feel like some of you Sagittarius, this person, somebody's intuition is telling them to stay, even though they want to go. And I feel like somebody's wanting to go because they're being tempted by the outside world. It's crazy when them tables turn, ain't it? Okay, let's clarify the Hangman. Clarify the Hangman. Okay, we have 4 cards for the Hangman. Hangman again. Somebody's apprehensive about going back to somebody who they may not be in communication with. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which can represent Earth, Virgo. We have the 9 of Wands, which can represent, but maybe this represents being protective, overprotective. So this person feels like that, you know what? I will protect you if you just allow me to protect you. Because again, the 9 of Wands doesn't always have to mean trust issues. I mean, it can. Maybe there were trust issues in the past, maybe a year ago, 9 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago. This shit could go all the way back to 12 years ago. If you're still holding on to something for 12 years ago, you need a cup of coffee. Okay? But the Hangman also represents you don't have all the information that you need to make a final decision. So maybe you're trying to make a decision based off of your emotions instead of logic. This is how this person feels, okay? See, the Two of Swords again. Being at a crossroads. This person feels like they don't know if they should stay anymore or keep trying. And I feel like both of you guys are in a sense are feeling the same way, you know? And I also get this energy here where it's almost just like, I almost get like this energy like somebody, they will always like protect you. But the thing is, you're looking to the future. I feel like some of you Sagittarius may not even want to do this anymore, or you're confused if this is really where you should be. But the Hangman is saying that, you know what, right now you're not thinking clearly. You're thinking with your emotions. Just because emotionally you want something, just because emotionally it's not easy, so that means emotionally it gives you a pass to fuck up and do something stupid. No. Who died and made you king or queen? And then we have the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Swords. That's how you're rushing off to the future. The future could be a new love interest. The future could be moving to your own place, whatever the future could be. But that's where you're at. You're focusing on the future. But some of you Sagittarius person feels like you're so worried about the future that you can't even live in the present. Whew, I'm off of this. 3 of Wands, manifesting, letting things go. The 3 of Wands also can represent some of you Sagittarius, I already see it now. You're already off to the next, you're about to go off to the next relationship. But I can tell you this, you're probably making the wrong decision, because the grass is not going to be greener on the other side. And when you figure that out, this person is not going to be there anymore. I just want you to know that, because this person is trying to give you a safe space for you to be who you are. And you're going to fuck around and get into a relationship with somebody else, and then they're not going to accept anything about you. They're going to say you need to change this, and this. And then you're going to sit back and think like, fuck, what was I thinking? It's too late now. You already made a decision. Too late. So I feel like the Hangman is here saying, if you're going to make this decision, you better fucking stick to it, because you cannot come back. I want you to know this. Hear me loud and clear. You cannot come back after this decision is made. So if you choose a decision to leave, which is fine, you can leave if you want to, but just know, X this person off of your list if you decide to leave. You can't come back to them, no matter how much you try, because they did what they could. They did what they could. They did what they could. They tried to show you a different way, but that you want to do it your way, so that's fine. That's fine. Some of you Sagittarius, you may be wanting a divorce, by the way. With that devil card, with that justice card, that's divorce. You feel like your victory is in divorce, or is that your pride ego talking? I don't know. It's up to you. It really is up to you. Ego is a hell of a thing, isn't it? Let's see. Some of you Sagittarius is like, might just go ahead with the divorce within the next 6 months, by November. But you're keeping it to yourself. So some of you, you're gonna play. Oh shit, I can't even talk because it's just so screwed up. Sagittarius is how their partners feel about them. Sagittarius, how their partners feel about them. Sagittarius is 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 how their partners feel about them. All right, let's see what we got. I try not to take 20 damn years, you know what I'm saying? But hey, yeah. All right, we have the eagle ready to fly the hell on out of there. Okay, sorry if it's like I said, hummingbird, hyena. Yep, you use laughter, sarcasm to cover up who you really are. You're wearing a mask. This person feels like you're not being your real authentic self. You're being fake and phony. This is why the hyena is here. You can't use sarcasm, wit. You can't use your smart ass mouth to cover up your hurt, because they know you're hurting. They know you're hurting. That's why I said, I hope you're making the right decision. Because again, you know, the eagle. Didn't I tell you karma was in this one? True seeker transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong, represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. Which goes back to me talking about the karma relating to this relationship. I literally feel like that this person is coming. Some of you Sagittarius, the universe is literally going to throw a wrench into the fire so that you can open your eyes and see the error of your ways. And either you're going to fold like a damn pretzel or you're going to stand on your own 2 feet and realize your wrongs and fix it. That's the only way out. That's the only way out. You can't run. You can't run. What was a hummingbird? Oh, I know this is a long reading, and I hate to keep you guys long. I really don't like to do that because you guys know I'm quick to the point. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Didn't I say something about you, spirituality? The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When you're in balance, you're smart, curious, you love to learn. When you're out of balance, you're pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring it to balance, take a class or maybe therapy. I threw therapy in there, but therapy might do you justice. By yourself, not with that person. Turtle, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. I feel like this goes back to me saying, you as your true self, oh my God, you're so great. Nobody can touch you in terms of the light that you just exude when you are yourself. It's so refreshing. But when you're the hyena, nobody wants to deal with you. Nobody wants to be around you. Friends might avoid you. Family might avoid you. Nobody wants to deal with that type of personality because it's draining. Energy vampire you are. When you're not your best self, you're an energy vampire. I said it. The turtle has a strong relationship with earth and water. This helps to ground and connect them to deeper truths of life. No matter where their travels lead them, turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers. Maybe you should write a book or short stories as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all other books and begin to tell our own true tale. When you're out of balance, slows down to a halt. When you're in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. To bring it to balance, take a vacation. All right, so Sagittarius, this has been your reading. I know it's long, but see you later.